I had to use rocks on this thing. That's what happens when you jam lifts that should not be in a garage that freaking small. Period. Off-roading. Literally. I hope there's a back road, man. I'm not seeing one. Look at this, bro. This is off-roading. It is, man. It is right here. There you go. You got the off-road shit out of here, huh?
Yeah, one will have to get through there.
Okay. Really? Yeah. Zigzag all the way out. Okay.
She's ready to go, man. She got clutch again.
Awesome.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you.
What you gonna trust me with? Your $100,000 car or the 60K one?
Sure, I'm not driving this one. So. I'm gonna have him come drive it. It's sluggish.
What do you mean?
It's just super sluggish. I'm gonna see if the engine light's still on. Good stand. There's something off.
Oh,
No power.
that's super weird.
A freaking tow truck coming for that thing. Had all this shit in the way, so now trying to get this moved, and then I can't get that sucker in gear, so I'm gonna have to freaking try to push it out. I'm here by myself today, so I got these trays for up here, so I need to put them all, but they're all stacked up. Just gonna get them out of the way for now. I did that and I was like, oh man, this is sketchy if I drop it on the car. Add that to the stupidity videos. So it's stacked up in here, man. Well, look at this. God dang. It's gonna run the paint. I need to take it and I've been leaving it outside. Look at these poor headlights. And the weather just, I mean, I gotta give this thing some love. I just got one too many projects going on here. I've been driving this all week. Just loving it. Loving it, loving it. But this one hasn't been getting the love it needs. Look how dusty it is. It's been sitting. These are, if there's any, dude, I just recorded like 30 minutes of video and didn't click the record button, for Jesus. Talk about amateur hour at YouTube here. So tow truck's coming. This is going to shop. Gonna check the back brakes. There's still meat on the pads, but I'm getting some squeaking. Could potentially be the way the Brembos are. We're gonna check that out. I'm hoping the clutch issue is just a leak. That's old rubber. Even though those tires look freaking new, I've got to replace the rubber, so I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet. It's dusty. It needs some love. It needs to get cleaned. Love this car. This is a great driver, man. Nothing says America like a full plastic interior. Beautiful. That sucker's been getting some serious love. There's the original Viper exhaust sitting over there. There's a video out there I did. We replaced all that. I've got all these aluminum plates. I got them to put in the middle of these lifts. So I'm gonna lower this thing, but you can see here. So now you can maneuver the cars a little bit without worrying that they're gonna fall through the damn thing. I gotta get up there and get a trickle charger on that Mercedes. It's been sitting for a while. That's another project we gotta get after. Same guy working on the Viper might be talking me into a Restomod on this Corvette, which I think I would love to do. I don't know what you guys' opinions are, but just modernize the hell out of it. LS swap, 6-speed transmission, new chassis, the whole thing. I mean, he threw me some prices that didn't seem terrible. It's not cheap, but not terrible. Dude, I know this car is dirty, but you guys, like, these are drivers, man. You gotta have these in your lineup if you enjoy just driving. I mean, fully engaging, both of them, just beautiful. And the sound different. We'll do a little rev off one day. Completely different sounds. Obviously the Ferrari is just flat plane crank, just screams. And this one is kind of more guttural, but still a sweet freaking sound with that Corsa exhaust on it. Look at it, come on. Just like what a freaking combo. I had to use rocks on this thing. We got it up, man. We got it up. Barely. Viper pickup day. Still getting used to this little thing. Gonna get a little pump session in though. Got my headphones ready to roll. We're gonna go hit the gym. And then it's cold, man, so I'm gonna try to fit this top maybe in the back of Denzel's car. Go get this bad boy. I've not driven it in a minute. How cold is it outside? 23 degrees. That's gonna be a rough ride home. Hopefully the sun comes out, we get a little sunshine. So we gotta do a Viper ripping vid, no question. We gotta do a Ferrari ripping vid, no question. Compare some sounds, get some feedback. And I think I got most of the mods on the Ferrari. There's windows or rear view mirrors, the only thing I'm considering next, so we'll see. But stay tuned. We've got the mechanic we're going to pick the Viper up from is the guy. We may be doing a full-on Restomod on the 69 vet, which would be bad to the bone. Still in the coffee. Bad to the bone, but it is not cheap, and so I got to figure out how hot and heavy I want to go. He's a bad influence. I mean, he's all in, ready to go. Got the part list together. All right, we'll see. Stay tuned. Busy as a mother. God dang. New Year's resolution going down right here. Ooh, I see one parking spot. All right, go crank this thing out. Another TikTok vibe. I got to get off TikTok. Maybe when it gets canceled, I'll quit buying dumb. We'll see. So you can just click that. It starts recording.
Oh, nice.
And you got all the shit. Well, it's wide angle. But I don't know if you can just like zoom. I don't think it actually zooms in. But it's all pretty wide angle. We've got all this shit so we can roll.
Is it already recording?
Yeah.
Does it have good audio? You don't need a microphone or anything?
Yeah. Do what?
What's that beeping sound?
There's a battery. There's two batteries in this car. One of them is low. I don't know what it is. There's the Viper ceiling.
Which has people's car?
The top.
Yeah.
Pretty close to the color of the Range Rover, actually.
Actually, it. I think it died.
Huh?
I think it died.
It doesn't die. It just shuts.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, we'll do the intro from the car. Fancy ass car. Got like 1,000 screens. There's 1, 2, 3.
Well, the trash man better not have skipped my house. The thing is full.
Well, he left.
He was doing that side, so we'll find out.
Dude, don't get another speeding ticket.
No, not on this one. This is highway to highway. That was right there, 45 miles an hour. Got popped. Going way too fast.
Alright, what are we doing today?
Man, I gave a little intro this morning in my other TikTok jacket.
Did you?
Every color, but yeah.
Looking like a housewife.
Yeah, but it looks good. You know how many compliments I get? For all the hate I get a lot of compliments on these.
Look, to be honest, he looks super comfy. I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, that hoodie I wore today, feeling like my bed at the gym, everybody. I had an old dude come up beside me. That looks comfy.
Dude, he was sitting on you.
Probably. Slave cylinder went out. That's our prognosis. We were right. Changed the front brakes. Thing was still squealing, so had him go ahead and just change the back brakes. They needed to be changed, so perfect. Went ahead and changed the oil because that thing's been, these don't get driven enough. We might get a couple thousand miles on it in a year.
So is that like a common thing, this slave cylinder stuff? Because I remember we were moving around the car and then you just mentioned it wasn't popping into gear.
Dude, he said it can't, it is. He just said cars that don't get driven enough, which we know this, seals and shit just start getting crusty, you know what I mean? The other thing was cool too, I told him just check the whole car, because, I bought that Viper so it'd be unmolested. And he's like, no, it looks like nobody was tracking the car, beating up on it, any of that stuff, so that's all fantastic. This mechanic bill is going to be sub 1,000, which I'm not used to. Like every time I blink, it's at least $1,000 just to drop it at the door, and then it goes from there. So,
did you get a chance to look at that squealing that you got in it?
Oh, I didn't even ask him about that. I'll ask him when we go to pick it up.
Could have been something regarding the clutch as well. Master cylinder.
Yeah, hopefully that got addressed. I completely forgot about that after the I thought it was a belt. We'll hear it if we start it. We can ask him while we're there.
Yeah.
And then I jacked the lift up, so we're gonna have to go. At some point, we got to go to the office, and you're gonna have to hold the back brakes on that damn lift. We're gonna have to drop it, and then move it out of the way, and then we got to take the back brake line off and go find one.
Right, you broke the
There was a
line.
box on the wall, so when I put the last car up, we just missed the box. It was just short of the box. But then when I took the car off the top and went to raise it, I was just raising it sitting there, and then all of a sudden I hear the wall getting ripped out in the garage, and then I stop it, and then go to release it, and I can't release it because it literally just bent the brake line, and then the emergency brakes are stuck. So I was there by myself, and I can't, so it's effing stuck. And I went back there, it's dead, the whole line's. This is what happens when you jam lifts that should not be in a garage that freaking small. Period. And we're paying every price, but what can you do? It's a problem.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it'll be all right, man. We'll figure it out.
I think he's down on the hinge. He said Viper should be. I ripped the bottom of the Viper off driving it through here. To find a safe path out of this thing. Look at this. Off-roading. Literally. Bro, how am I supposed to get out of here?
How he got in here? It's all scraped up, I bet.
Bro, it was on a tow truck.
Oh shit, right.
I hope there's a back road, man. I'm not seeing one at all. Look at this, bro. This is off-roading. Oh, no. There it is, man. It is right here.
There you go. Yeah, there's gonna be a side exit back there.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go loop around and look just to see.
It's still fucked up, but
It's
at least.
all- no.
Man, that's gonna be tough.
Looking good, but boy, I don't know how I'm gonna get it out of here.
John.
That's the off-road to get out of here, huh?
Yeah, that one's a little tight. You can get through there. Okay, I've done it before. You just gotta take it.
Really?
Yeah.
Zigzag all the way out.
Go down there and hit about this mark.
Okay.
She's ready to go, man. She got clutch again.
Awesome.
At least it's a little bit warmer
I'm
today.
gonna put a top on it too, just to make life easy.
Right.
It had a little squeal at startup. Was that related to the clutch?
No,
or-
it's belt.
Okay.
It's a belt. I tried to mess with it a little bit, but later on down the road, if it doesn't get any better, we'll put a belt on. But
Thanks, man.
remember me telling you about being painted?
Yeah.
We should have come things. Expected there was some paint.
Yeah.
Which they did a good job. Don't get me wrong. I mean, but like, if you was to, you can't see in the sun right now, but if you had this open when you get in your garage, you get it open, you see right here, like
The
you can
spider.
see, you can see like scratch marks right there. You can totally fill it out. Yeah. But they've done a really good job with it. I love that color. That's the biggest thing. The only thing I've seen, but other than that, I mean, it's a pretty stout old car. I've dealt with a lot of them.
No, we had it up, got under it. I put we put the high flows on and the
Yep, I did see that.
Of course, the cat back on it. Left the original heads,
Right. Manifolds.
the manifolds.
Yeah.
Yep.
To be honest with you, I've seen just on dyno aspect the Ballinger headers.
Yep.
You're going to gain a little bit, but
Nothing.
nothing that you're.
That's what I did. I even talked with Ballinger, and he was
Yeah.
like, he always talks about how his flows and all this stuff, and I'm like,
I'm going to say real world probably say 15. But now if you was track racing, you were drag racing, so I understand that, but you're not doing that. You're really not going to notice anything with headers until you really start doing port and polishing the heads, beefing the engine up. Which,
now that I know you do ground ups, we got a project coming. So
Yep, and I'm still working on that. I got a couple ideas too on maybe a cheaper option, but I'll get with you tonight or tomorrow. But just run it by you. Instead of maybe doing a full frame and then doing an LS, you ever thought about leaving a small block in it, but fuel injecting the small block,
I've thought about that.
building it, putting a top end on it, and go ahead and do it a 6-speed in it?
I've thought about it, but there's a part of me that's like, if I want to stay old school, let's leave it like raw old school, or just take it.
Well, the
All the way
only
freaking
problem with the raw old school is the 4-speed. 4-speed's going to kill you on the highway. So if we do a 6-speed, that takes care of that. Now you have 2 extra gears.
Yeah.
Drive it on the highway. It's going to drop the RPM down. We could leave the rear alone. We could do disc brake upgrades. We could do coilover upgrades with front and back. And to be honest with you, probably save $15,000 to $20,000
Okay.
long term.
Good
Go
job,
and take
boss.
like the small block out. build it. In other words, if it needs rings and bearings, do a top end kit, do a set of aluminum heads, a good intake, do a small cam in it, and then do throttle body fuel injection. You know, so it looks like a carburetor underneath the hood. And then do a 6-speed, which will give you your drivability. Go ahead and do your coilovers. But when we go ahead and have it off, we go ahead and paint the frame and do all that shit.
You kill the whole vacuum system, all that still,
Yep.
go all electrical.
Yep.
Put electric
Yeah, we can
gauges in.
update all that. I would still do the gauges because they look better.
Yeah.
I would still go ahead and do aftermarket air. For one, it cleans up out here underneath the firewall. Number two, it's more efficient.
Yeah.
Tons more efficient.
What about like the power steering and all the stuff that's in there now? I mean, that's like when I'm driving that car and it's not even powerful.
Well,
it's sketchy.
Well, when we do the upgrade on the front suspension, it'll come with coilovers, new lowers, and it'll come with all new front suspension, like a tie rod ends, drag and stuff like that. It'll tighten everything up. And then on top of that, if we need to change the box, we can change the box, because the box, I can't remember what standard ratio is. We could change the box in a ratio to make it feel a little.
Because I bought this aftermarket. This is out of a magazine. I mean, literally.
So
aftermarket.
that car should have had a 327 in it. Probably not a 350. It should have been a 327.
Probably right.
Someone's put a 350 in it. So, but we could save a lot of time and money. I mean, we're probably talking $20,000 difference. We can still make that car, put a top end kit on it, fuel injection. We don't have to smell the gas all the time. You know, get the same thing as an LS, but less work, less money. The biggest thing is doing the transmission.
What's the drawback of not going all the way?
The only drawback would be is really nothing. The only drawback would be is like we're still using stock frame. That'd be the only drawback. But on top of that, we're going ahead and updating to coilovers on front and rear. We can go ahead and update the brakes when we have it. We could do 4-wheel disc all around.
Oh, for sure. That car takes 10
forever to
miles
stop.
to stop.
Yeah. So we could do all that. The only drawback is that you're not getting a complete new chassis.
Yeah.
All right. But again, you're not racing it. Okay. You're just cruising it. You want something that's easy to cruise, that you're not running at 3,500 RPM on the highway.
Right.
You know.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, Denzel. Don't wreck my.
What you gonna trust me with? Your $100,000 car or the $60K one?
Sure shit not driving this one. So
I'll pull you up.
try not to kill.
Yeah, try not to fuck the
This is gonna be rough.
bottom of the car, dude.
It's gonna be rough. We'll see.
All right, fully. Got a light on?
See what it is.
Dude, that's loud as hell.
You what?
That's loud as hell. Is that a guy up there? Jesus. That's crazy.
I'm gonna have him come drive it. It's sluggish.
What do you mean?
It's just super sluggish. I'm gonna see if the engine light's still on. We'll see if it goes. It's staying. There's something off. Even revving. May get in for a quick ride. I'm just trying to figure out. It just felt sluggish.
Want me to get in?
I'll just go for a little loop. The torque is almost, for this car, non-existent. You know I, because we weren't throwing codes when we did the exhaust, so something was touched to throw a code.
Yeah. I mean, we can go under it and maybe retiming the O2 sensor.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was in the side skirt or if we can reach it without taking those off.
No, it's in the back.
Oh, it's in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't. You're right. They're both back there.
I got a scanner too.
Yeah, but see how sluggish this is?
Yeah. What does it feel like that? That's.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It's like the clutch is not engaging to its fullest. Kind of feels like that to me. Huh.
No power.
Nah. That's super weird.
Yeah. There's no power. Yeah, I don't want to push on it because I want him to come check it. It has to be tied to the transmission. That's the only thing you can with.
Yeah.
You change the oil. You know what I mean? Like first gear in this car is scary. You know what I mean? And
I know.
there's nothing scary about first gear right now. It's very sluggish. Yeah, something's not right. Take this one a little slower than the last one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, this is frustrating. I wish you had driven it. O2 sensors aren't dragging this down. That's not what's doing this. That I know of. That would be odd.
Well, that's a bummer.
That's a bummer. Dirty, needs to be cleaned. I'd like to drive it a little bit, but I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I took it and tried to go rip again. There's definitely no power, so I'm trying to think, could it be tied to the tranny in any way? I know in another Mustang when it was leaking fluid, it kind of had the same feeling from a clutch perspective, but I don't know. But there's
Because when the clutch is released, it's released.
yeah. There's definitely no power. I mean, I know I'm not smoking crack. There's definitely there's like I should be able to throw in first gear. I should be able to take this thing completely sideways and I can floor it and not much.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah.
I can't say, but tomorrow, what's your schedule like tomorrow?
I mean, I can bring this by to you, Norman, if you want to get it on in your shop or in your lift or whatever. Just let me know. I'll work around.
Well, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to wait a couple of days for you to bring it up here because all that snow, everything's a little.
Still.
Yeah, I got a rock road and it's still a little mushy right now. So,
Okay. No, you can come by.
I'll just swing by your place. I mean, I go through Norman all the time. So
Okay.
let me know what your schedule is tomorrow, and then I'll just swing by and we'll take a first spin and I'll look into it too and figure out and we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good. I've got it at my personal house now, but both are in Norman, so super close. So.
Okay. All right.
All right, man.
Let me know your schedule tomorrow.
Will do. Thanks. Bye. Well, we'll see. Let him drive it.
Yeah.